Hello, visuals. Right, this is the news, and this is usually the bit where I'd start the video off being like, I'd do some dumb shit. But I just quickly want to say a big thank you. The last episode of the fucking news, and it's the most stupid, dumb, idiotic videos of all time. The fucking shit in them. It fairly blew up for this fucking insignificant, tiny little channel. So I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody that come along and watch that. And I know that everybody would have stayed for too long. We got a comment saying somebody couldn't handle it because of my childish voice, which is completely fine. I commented back saying, listen, I'm proper annoying. I completely get it. But no, it did really well. And when I see little shit like that, I'm like, that's fucking awesome. That a few people come along and they've had a look, they've had a ganders, they've liked it or whatever, and it was like, oh, it's fucking lovely and sweet, that lake. So I just want to say a massive thank you, because I understand. Look, I get it. What I do here is nonsensical. It's not needed. It's untalented. It's not very. It's cringe. It's fucking strange, and I get it. I just do this because it's fun. It's, believe it or not, it's therapeutic. I get to sit down and turn on a camera and be a fucking moron. And a handful of people come along, and last week, two handfuls come along and had a bit of a good time and shit with us. And what, like I said, maybe only even half, at least, maybe only stayed to the end and whatnot. But fuck me, this is an intro, and I'm trying to say thank you sport. It's good. Everybody's probably already saying, listen here, yeah, you fat little bastard. Fuck off! We will get into the video, but yes, sorry. This is just something that's nice and fun and therapeutic for my stupid little monkey brain. And I just want to say thank you so much for everybody that blew up last week's video. But anyway, we'll do an intro and we'll get fucking goofy. Yes, hello visuals. Time to get fucking silly. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of the Visual Guys Can Newsy News. Where is my A4 sheet of newsy news? What do we have? Is it a nerd news we're doing this week? Is it? No, it isn't. We gotta wave the flag of the United States of America. Because this week, I just took in a lot of whatever come out the back of my boogies. Yes, this is the Florida news special. We always do like a Florida man this, Florida man that. We don't have a lot of Florida women. Maybe down in Florida, the women actually have a little bit of dignity, unlike the men, where the men are like, don't, I'm going to shit my hands and clap. I don't think, is there a woman in today? No, there isn't. Well, there you go. It seems that it was only the men that were born without any brain cells in Florida. I shouldn't do that. Not every man from Florida is a bit of a damn. To be fair, with the information that we have and the information that we get from outside of Florida, it would seem like the men are a little... Anyway, how is everybody doing? Are you all right? Are you all happy? Are you all having the time of your fucking lives? What's on this weekend? This 28 years later, boots, marching on the ground, whatever the fuck she says. 28 years later, I'm going to be seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson, all dirty, long hair, bit of a... in all beautiful, killing fucking... Well, it's the 28 years. What trilogy would you call this now? The years? The 20... No, it would be the 28 trilogy, wouldn't it? Because that's the singularity that's appeared in every single title. Is singularity the right word? I don't know. This is the point where my girlfriend's like, oh my God, try and put your videos on, but you just ramble for too long and you don't shut the fuck up. Can't help it. But yes, that's this weekend. I don't think there's no major wrestling on. We'll obviously spend time with girlfriend, not working, too hot anyway. Go fuck yourself. I don't like the fact that in my stupid little head, I thought summer was done. Like, you get out of Crimbo, do February, have a week, there's summer. Back to, well, at least in the UK anyway, because traditionally we were known for having bad weather. I like the bad weather. When my tits got bigger and it got hotter, it didn't, it moist. I was in a shop the other day getting my smokes before work, and the lovely lady that works there, she always gets my fags ready and whatnot. And I'm going up to the till, and as I'm going up, I'm putting some stuff in my bag. I've got my phone in my mouth, and I deleted all my cards from my wallet, and I was like, oh fuck. So she's scanning everything through, and I'm thinking, right, I need to quickly install the bank send a code out and all this kind of codes. And I'm sat there because it's proper hot, and I'm holding up a queue. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I'm thinking, And she gave us a little handkerchief thing. She's like, don't worry, I'm not in a rush. Just swipe me on. I'm like, right, okay. That handkerchief thing's all, I put it in my pocket. It's all drenched. And I got my card reinstalled, scanned for my fags, and away we went. I was like, what the fuck? Why did I tell you that story? But anyway, I digress. That's a shit that happened. Let's get on with our story from Florida, #1. Florida special, USA, USA. What else today? Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Whatever stereotype. Whenever I do American shit, and sorry, we now have some American viewers. I don't mean to be a stereotypical whatever. I just give it the yeehaw, yo, America boy, yeehaw, because I mean, it's like when people take the piss out the Brits, it's you know, people are very much la-di-da, big noses and goofy, but Roger, get the horses ready. I think it's time for a hunt. My go-to setting for America is, you know, sometimes I like to do that. Walk in here. There, I don't really know many. Obviously, you know, the South. Hey, boy, I'm from the South. And, you know, like, New York. I sometimes get confused, you know, Boston. Hey, I'm from Boston. Who's from Boston? Is Mark Wahlberg from Boston? He might be, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, New York. And I always get the two. What else have we got? Yeah, lurdy dirt. No, see, it's just something to get in there. Oh, the classic white girl. Oh my god, I'm gonna go get a white girl from Costa. No, they ain't got Costa. Starbucks. Oh my god, I got a vanilla latte. I got a skinny flat white. You've also got that one, haven't you? That's a very good American accent. Anyway, are we ready, visuals? A Florida man story. No, Florida man. Shut up. Florida man once dressed in a bull onesie, attack. What the? Oh no. Here you go. The handwriting is fucking horrendous. Florida man, one dressed in a bull onesie, attempt to burn down a house with reggae sauce, or is it just ragu sauce? I know there's a thing in Britain called reggae sauce. What is his name? He made a juice as well, which was fucking lovely. It was some guy that went on a show. But yeah, so you got Florida men, one dressed in a bull. Oh, we need to burn the goddamn house down. I got some ragu sauce. I'm assuming is it spicy kind of sauce. So they've gone, it's hot in my mouth. I'm guessing we put it in the bottom of the house and go burn it down to the ground. I'm assuming that's what happened. I'm assuming they just got confused with spicy in mouth doesn't necessarily mean spicy in real life. Like, if you could eat fire, I don't even know if that would be spicy, because I've tried spicy shit and I don't fucking like it. You got the milk and all that shit. I just had a weird thought in my head there. I won't say that though. But they've gone. I wonder if you eat fire, if it's even spicy. If there's a way to actually eat fire, if it would even be spicy. This has obviously got a bad sort of story to it, but it's the how about it that kind of makes you think, what the fuck's happened here then? Because Miami man with no arms charged with stabbing Chicago tourist. So somebody from Chicago, is that the Windy City? Fuck knows. Goes to Miami, has a trip, and there's a guy, no arms and whatnot, commits a stabbing. Now, I don't know. It might have been able to use his feet, okay? I can pick shit up on my feet. I've got nothing to pick up at the minute. But my horrible, fat little hobbit feet can pick shit up. So I get that. But if or your mouth, and you can, fuck off. You can do that. But my point is, obviously, hopefully the guy ended up being all right. I think no matter, if they haven't got a knife in their hands, because they ain't got any hands or arms, that I don't think I could ever be stabbed, because I think it'd be too easy to dodge. If I'm stood there with that's too easy to go, what the fuck you, what the fuck you doing, you know, one of them sort of shit. And if they're coming with your feet, you're going to see it, it's going to be pointed out, you know the fucking score. I don't know if it's, unless he stabbed him from behind, unless he come up to him and he's like, if in a situation like that, that might be plausible. But if anybody's coming with a knife in any part of their body because they've got no arms, I am not getting stabbed. I am dodging that. Unless in the future you hear a story. Fat man from UK gets stabbed with man using knife with his feet, and I'm going to look a right prick, aren't I? Florida man vapes semen. That's right. I've seen, Right, vapes in general cringe me out, weird me out. I understand why people use them. Okay, it's the new way of it's modernized smoking. It's like your currency turning into e-currency and shit. Get to fuck. I don't want to digitally be like you've got an e-coin. I just give us a quid or whatever. Bullshit. But people vape and you hear about them. Oh, I've got the new sour crush. I've got the new cherry raspberry. Just fuck off. Just give me backy and nicotine. Beautiful. Oh yeah, mine's fucking unwashed grapes and avocados. Fuck off. But this is a new flavour, which I probably wouldn't mind. Well, actually, no. It might be a bit funky. Maybe it's just mine. I shouldn't say about flavour of semen and girlfriend. Private life and all that. But yes, Florida man is sat there one day and thought, oh, you know, I'm really sick of these traditional flavours of strawberry, banana, chocolate. I wonder if I can put my semen in there and smoke my semen. I wonder if I can smoke my semen. I mean, it just tastes like cheese, looks like cheese, tastes like cheese. It's probably cheese. Imagine, I can have a go on your vape, mate. Yeah, no worries. You know, just your mind's out of charge. Can have a quick go on yours. Yes, but this has come. It'd be like the Randy episode from South Park when Butters is giving everyone his special goo. This has come. So yeah, going out there, vaping away. I didn't even know if Guyz could make a vapor thing because it's all ectoplasmy shit. Don't tell me you haven't inoculated in the shower and it's gone that weird consistency and you've put it on your wrist and you've went. Everybody's obviously done that because I've definitely. We kind of spoke last week on the Ramble On podcast about this whole alligator obsession that a lot of people have. Alligators are amazing, awesome, wicked, cool, but they get a bit too, like they're not capable of ripping your face off. You go, hello, little gator. Oh, hello, little alligator. Because this guy's just casually just chilling doing this thing because Florida man arrested for throwing alligator through drive-through window. That's right. Somebody's out there in a fucking local McDonald's or Burger King, whatever the fuck it is, and he's gone, hey, and some poor bastard's having a burger, and then as a burger's coming out to somebody's car, there's just gator. But there again, to be fair, the people inside are probably like, oh, look at this little 12-foot gator that would rip me up, fucking arm for limb and whatever the fuck I just said. Oh, look, a little baby. And they probably wouldn't give a fuck. Different breed, you Yankee Doodles, chucking about gators and stuff like that. Because if that happened in the UK, our version of whatever our FBI, whatever would be called in, we'd have a full SWAT team. They'll turn up with their knights and shining armour and their jousts and be like, is there an alligator attack, my darlings? Did somebody call the police? And then, oh yes, oh God, Johnny Hurt's a fucking alligator. That's our version of it. Probably wooden horses, wooden teeth and a wooden sword and be like, oh, bloody gosh, there's a dinosaur kicking about. And you Americans are going, look, I got a gator, yeet. And just chucking it through a window. The fuck is that shit? Hopefully, again, this has a happy ending and the animals involved are all right. But police find nearly a dozen stolen zoo animals in Florida man's apartment. So it doesn't just say animals. It's not just regular. It's not just imported monkeys or snakes or whatever the fuck is imported. It's the zoo animals. So he's got to his local zoo, wherever it is in fucking Florida, however many zoos you've got, and he's went, I will steal me I'm going to steal me a parrot today. And then it goes on a week later, today's steal is going to be a chupacabra. Okay, lovely. I don't know what chupacabra... Isn't that a mythical creature? Probably has it in there. And then his third visit. And somebody keeps going, every time this man rocks up to our local zoo, animals go missing. They've got his apartment. He's just sat there on his couch. I imagine him in some horrible, disgusting boxes, a proper minging-stained and mustard-stained vest. Kind of like my future, maybe. Even though I don't like mustard, mine would be ketchup or semen or just sweat. And he's just sat there, and as they get into the house, he's like, with his beer and his like lazy boy shit, he's like, with his probably he probably got his Guyz vape behind him. They're like, oh my God, there's a fucking skunk. There's a Pinecoin. That's a Pokemon. There's a fucking bunch of ants. There's fucking, because, you know, stealing ants and whatnot. And he's just sat there and, you know, there's fucking baby giraffe there and a fucking bit of a hippo in his little pond. He's like, don't you take my family. Don't you take my babies. These are my babies. I would die defending my babies. And then it's, you know, the fucking local hedgehog walks in, fucking vaping away. This is my daddy. He took me from the zoo and now I drink his semen. This might be the reason why alligators maybe are becoming a bit more docile to humans in this part of the world and shit like that. Because Florida man caught illegally feeding wild alligator resists arrest. And he says, he's gone on quotas to say, He's a good boy. He likes bagels. So no wonder... how do you know? The gator's like, you pick up a bagel, the gator's like, you pick up another stack that it doesn't like, he's like, bagel. Like, no wonder the alligators are thinking, do you know what? These humans aren't too bad. They give us these things called bagels. And then that's probably why they're getting... Because you can't have a widespread epidemic. Because if one walked into my house, and it might be a good boy, a lovely boy, just like, I've come all the way from America. Excuse me, y'all, do you have any bagels? I don't know why mine's a little bit camping gay. Do you have any bagels? I need me a bagel. Because I won't see that. I'll see dinosaur, and I'll grab any form of defense I can, and I'll just go into defensive retreat. Optimus will be getting launched at him. Take the dog! Run! And he's like, oh, that's a beautiful dog. I'm not really a meat eater. I'm a vegan alligator. I like bagels. Please, I just need a bagel. Optimus is going, do I kick off or not? Do we fight? And he said, no, you don't need to kick off. I'm a vegan. I'm clearly a gay. I do not need to fight. I just want my bagel. And I don't know, I'm sat there with fucking Mandalorian helmet and fucking, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't feed wild alligators and get them domesticated. That's probably how a lot of accidents... I wonder... Hey, Google, how many alligator deaths occur in America?
On the website people.com, they say, although rare, there have been nearly 500 attacks since 1948, and of those, 27 people were killed and 339 were major incidents, according to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Of course, it's fucking Florida.
The attacks typically derive from risky human behavior, not aggression by alligators, per the study.
Okay, right, okay, we might have debunked a little bit then in my head. Because that's not a huge number. What did it say, 19, did it say 89? Did it say 89? From one of them times back in there. It's still fucked up to feed them bagels. Visuals, your newsy news, your daily your weekend news, daily news. Isn't she lovely? But before we go, we've got to hit you with the sports and weather. Where this week we've got slide pool fail. We've got water farting fail. I'm intrigued on what this week's sports and fucking weather is. It's the sports, but it's not really the sports because we don't actually talk about sports. I used to do sports, but then I got really fat. Yeah, so we have, how do we put it delicately? Because you can't really discriminate, which is absolutely fine. You shouldn't discriminate. And I can't really say what this person is because this person is a Misa Usa Jabba. But I don't know how you could say it without thinking. You know, if somebody says that about me, I'd be like, yeah, I am a Misa Usa Jabba. But we have a Misa Usa Jabba. Jabba sliding down and she didn't quite get it to the pool and it just caused all kinds of carnage. That's basically the equivalent of me. See if my girlfriend ever, not that she has a bath, we have a bath. Not that I use it because every time I get in the bath I play with my little Todger and pretend it's a Loch Ness Monster. I'm like, that's not even a joke. Too much information, Daniel. That's, you know, she's running a lovely bath with bubbles like, do you want to get in, sexy? And I'm like, yeah! And I'll just, and then just ruin the mood. Absolutely ruin the mood. I'll be sat there going, do you want to see my Loch Ness Monster impression? And then she'll be like, that's more like the Loch Ness Monster fucking minnow impression. Time for the weather, where I'm not going to tell you anything about the weather. If you do need to know that, just look outside your window. We have a water fountain. I did write water fountain. Water fountain felt right. We have a girlie. She's trying to do some shenanigans, do a little bit of, well, look at me, I can do some shit. And it just doesn't end well. The idea, whenever somebody says, let's set up the camera and do a really cool trick or really cool thing there, it's not going to end well. The reason you do it then, the reason why it's being recorded is the hope that it fails. But like, oh, look at you, you got really wet and silly now, huh? Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. I've fell for this trick about 10 times before I realised. When my mate's like, hey, try this, and I'm like, okay, and then you try it, and the next thing you know, you're walking around with bad knees and potential internal bleeding, and your back doesn't work, you've got fucking scars and cuts here, because you're like, well, my mate said it would be funny and it would work. No, it's just being a cunt. And there we have the visuals. That was the news. That was the sports and weather. Before we go, we got to talk all about giving you Dan's happy ending, where it's all about you just warming up your tummy hearts and showing more appreciation, more appreciate. I hate it when people say it's appreciate. Well, yeah, appreciate you. Fuck off, scum of the earth. I don't like when people talk posh. Not because I've got anything against them, but I always think, oh, they think they're better than me. They're used to, like, you know the kind of people that have dinners and they have got like 5 knives and 5 different forks, and I'm like, just fucking do this. You don't need loads of different fucking size spoons and shit. No, I'm happy using my hands and maybe a fork every now and then, but just crack on. And they're like, oh no, don't be so savage, darling. That's the fucking, that's the main course cutlery. Fuck off. Any posh cunt comes to my house, they'll be sitting on my little swivel chair, they'll be getting the dinner on the lap after my mum's burnt it or whatever we've ordered in, like a pizza or whatever, and they'll be sat there getting grease everywhere, you know, so just chill out and do it, and they'll be like, oh no, putting up. The flavours, really, fuck off the flavours, fucking cheese, tomato paste, and brownie, fuck off. Shit, Dan's happy ending.
Oh, look, it's that fat lad. It's Dan. Ugly Dan, and he's really, really fat.
Yeah, this poor unfortunate girlie was trying to do, I'm assuming, like a, what do you call it, a slam dunk or some shit in basketball. She got the chair blown and went, but the chair thing didn't work and she fucked herself. But poor little girlie. And plus, she doesn't seem quite big. I imagine her, I feel like girl bones are like bird bones. They're like hollow and just thin. Like if I was to touch my girlfriend, like, there's a good chance you'd be like, you do it to me, and I probably can't realise I touched you because you just hit fat. So I feel like girl bones are maybe made out of like really hollow bird bones. You know, I think they're really hollow so they can fly and shit, can't they? That's how they fly, apparently. So yeah, she's probably dead. That was nasty. There we have the visuals, another edition of the Visual Guys News, Florida edition. Woo, USA, USA. Fuck me. And then they love that, don't they? A good USA chant in America. USA. If somebody was walking around Britain and someone was going, girl, look, you'd get a shut the fuck up, man, you prick. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Fucking Sunday, I've been at work all week. I'm just trying to chant and watch fucking Real Housewives. Sorry, mate. Fucking idiot. You just get a shut the fuck. We're a very angry little island, aren't we? But anyway, visuals, hopefully you have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the rest of whenever I upload this, the day that it is. Just enjoy life in general. But more importantly, thank you so much for watching. Don't use hairspray as deodorant. I've done that before and it just sticks and weird and it doesn't stop you from sweating. To me, they're both cans that go shh, so I thought it would work. Visuals, thank you for watching. Remember to keep being you. Aggie Bow. Aggie Banal. My normal idol face is so fucking ugly. You know how some people have got like a rested bitch face? Mine's fucking... That's me relaxing everything. That's me not putting... If I was walking around the street and that, I'd be more of a... normal wrestler watching TV. How fucking ugly is that?